Hello everyone, so in this video we'll try to talk about the DJI Neo, and as you can see, it's quite different than our usual propeller. I'm using now a Gemfan D51, so this is an aftermarket propeller, 5-bladed propeller. Actually, the 4-bladed propeller is not yet here. I ordered it, I think, from Vietnam, so I think it would reach me probably next week. So for now, we will discuss this first. Actually, this propeller, the Gemfan D51, is my go-to propeller for the Pavo 20, which is a 2-inch drone. Good thing, this one fits with the DJI Neo. I have a couple of other 2-inch propeller, I think from HQ Props, the Hulky 1.9, and the Hurricane, which is a 2 inches as well. But all of this doesn't fit with the DJI Neo, unfortunately, because of this part of the propeller guard. Those propellers are hitting this, so it doesn't rotate. And meanwhile, with the Gemfan D51, there's a big clearance from that propeller guard. And as you can see, you could actually use the top propeller guard. So let's try to see the difference in sound profile, because the stock propeller is somewhat high pitched. Actually, one thing that I really like about the DJI Neo is it's really small, very similar to most of my tiny whoops. And if you fly this in manual mode, you could do some acrobatic flight. Okay, so let's do this flight. Let's try and test this. Start. 2, 1. Do you hear that? The sound is it's not as loud as the stock propeller. See that? We are actually using a 5-bladed propeller. So think about it, if you're using a 4-bladed propeller, the sound will be quieter than this one. Okay, so there's nothing different in terms of flight performance when we did this takeoff. So it's not moving all around. So I think this will do. We could actually use the D51 for the DJI Neo. Now, there is some modification that you need to do with the propeller. So if we try to look into the propeller of the stock DJI, as you can see here, there's a valley here before you reach the part of the hole. So in reality, it's almost half of this before you could reach the hole for the propeller screw, which is why the screw, you can see it, is literally very short. So probably this is their way of making it difficult to have a third-party propeller for the DJI Neo. See, the screw will show up. There you go, very short. I hope you can see it, the cam. So if you do not poke a hole, the propeller is like this. Okay, it's on top here. Okay, so you need to put some hole so that it will be pushed through that hole. See? So what do you need to do? Screwdriver of the DJI Neo, and just let it increase that hole size. And if you think it's not enough, you could use this bit. I'm not sure how the size of this, but this is an hex screw, a bit bigger than the screw, and poke this part of the hole so to increase the size. And from here, see how much is pushed inside. Then just scrape it off until you have a very good fit. Just try not to be too deep with this hole so that you will not damage the integrity of the propeller. We just want the screw to come in and be a bit deeper than the stock hole. Okay, so for those who might ask, will the propeller guard fit? Yes, it will. Is there clearance? Yes, there is. Let's see. It will not hit the top propeller guard. It will just spin. But I won't be using this propeller guard, the top propeller guard, because it's added weight and you already increased by 1 gram. using this propeller, so we could save a bit more just by removing this. Okay, so let's try some follow.
Close. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. It's following us. Nothing. It's flying okay. Difference is the sound. Not too loud. Okay. Okay. So it's steady. So next, let's try to fly a drone. Okay, let's try a 10-meter drone.
10 meters. Drone. 3, 2, 1.
Hopefully it doesn't hit that tree. Okay. So nothing. So the flight is okay, as you can see. Not bad. Okay. Okay, now so we will fly this using propeller, so you will try to hear how it sounded if you will be using this default propeller.
Close. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So that is the sound of the default propeller of the DJI Neo. It's quite loud, high-pitched, typical for this kind of propeller. And I'll tell you why it's quite high-pitched. Let's land this first. So the reason why it's high-pitched is because, of course, the propeller has a high, very, very high pitch. You can see here how high that pitch is. See, it almost touches this guard, the bottom guard. See. Meanwhile, the D51 of Gemfan has a lower than this one. There's a reason for the engineers of DJI to do this, so that, of course, if you're doing a flight and you're doing a follow mode, so of course you want to hear drone. Otherwise, you might lose it. You don't know, it crashed somewhere, especially if you are being followed by around 10 meters away from you. So that sound, it could really help you to locate the drone. So, but for me, with the type of flying that I do, I think I'll be using the D51 for this. Okay, so that is the flight of the DJI Neo using the D51 propeller from Gemfan. So if you will be using the D51 of Gemfan, expect that there will be a bit change in terms of the performance when you're using it autonomously, because of course the algorithm used by DJI is tuned for that 3-bladed props. So we will end the video here. Hope to see you in the next one. Happy flying with your DJI Neo. Take care.